Hola chicos, ¿cómo están? So today, something I would like to review with you all is just how to put sentences together. I think that's something that we still kind of struggle with, and I think that it would be great to do a big review kind of what we've learned throughout the year to help you when you are writing sentences. So the first thing you want to do, of course, is choose your subject. Who are you talking about? We have I, yo, you, tú, he, she, or formal you. Remember, formal is if you're talking to someone that you respect, someone like Barack Obama or Dr. Witherspoon. So, él, ella, usted. And then we have we, nosotros or nosotras if it's a group of all girls. They, ellos or ellas if it's a group of all girls. And then you all or y'all or you guys is ustedes. Okay? Next thing you want to do is choose your verb. What is that person doing? So we have a lot of verbs from our vocab, also comer, beber, correr, subir, escribir, vivir. And then notice that they are divided into AR, ER, and IR verbs. So that's important to remember when you're conjugating what endings you're going to put on. Okay, so the next step is going to be to conjugate that verb. Okay, so let's remember our endings. For AR, we have o, as, a, amos, an. Remember, like the song. For ER, we have o, es, e, emos, en. And for IR, it's almost the same. We have o, es, e, imos, en. Okay. So let's practice conjugating. So if we wanted to say a simple sentence like I scuba dive, we have that subject. I would be yo. The verb is bucear. And so then to conjugate it, we have to first take off the AR, and then we have to find the right ending. So it's an AR verb, and it's in the yo form. Let's look at our chart. AR, yo form is an O. So we end up with yo buceo, yo buceo. And remember that yo is optional, so we could also just say buceo. That means I scuba dive. Okay, let's try another sentence. Take a look at the verbs again. Whoops. The endings again. What about Mike scuba dives? So we have Mike, and then the verb is bucear. We're talking about Mike, so we could say Mike scuba dives, or we could say he scuba dives. So we're going to want to put this in the he form. Let's see. It's an AR verb, and the he form is él. So it is an A at the end. So we end up with Mike bucear. Take off the AR and add an A. Okay? So gender has nothing to do with this. I don't want you to get confused with our adjectives that we do have to change according to gender. This one, we're changing verbs. We change to go with who our subject is. So Mike is él, ella, usted. So we add an A at the end, just like our chart says. Él, ella, usted, we add an A. Okay? Good. And then for this one, we can't really get rid of Mike because then, we wouldn't know who you're talking about. So if we just said bucea, we don't know who's the person scuba diving, so we won't do that. So we have Mike bucea. All right, muy bien. Next verb, we eat. So we know is nosotros. And then the verb is comer. It is an ER verb, so we'll have to look at our ER endings. What is the form for ER endings? Nosotros is hemos. Okay, so we end up with nosotros comemos. We eat. Nosotros comemos. Muy bien, or we could just say comemos. That nosotros is optional. So we're going to do some practice now. They take pictures. We end up with ellos sacan fotos. Next practice. So the an goes with ellos, o, as, a, amos, an. Good. Or you could also say ellas sacan fotos if it's a group of all girls, or you could just say sacan fotos. You explore. Tú exploras. O as, a, amos, an. The as goes with tú. Or you could just say exploras. We climb the mountain. Nosotros subimos la montaña. Good. Or just subimos la montaña. Okay, so this is how we write really, really simple sentences. If we just want to say, I run, you walk, she climbs, we go, things like that. But if we want more complicated sentences, a lot of times we add additional verbs. So here are some of the additional verbs that we've learned so far. They're all in the yo form. So we have voy a, I'm going to, necesito, I need to, quiero, I want to, puedo, like puedo ir al baño, I can. Debo, I should. We learned this a lot in the to form, like tú debes comer verduras or tú debes comer frutas. Me encanta, I love to. Me gusta, I like to. Quisiera is in our new vocab, I would like to. And then prefiero, I prefer. Okay, so if we want to make sentences with these additional verbs, we have to remember a couple things. So, for example, if we wanted to say, I'm going to explore the jungle, we actually have two verbs in this sentence. And remember, we learned when two verbs go walking, the first one does the talking. So we're only going to conjugate this first verb. So we have yo voy a, that's all conjugated in the yo form. And then explorar, we leave in its infinitive form, its natural, neutral form that is going to end in either an AR, ER, or IR. Okay? Yo voy a explorar la selva. If we could take to go, we could take this voy a and we can put it in the she form too, or we can put it in any form. So if we wanted to say she's going to explore the jungle, it'd be ella va a explorar la selva. So this explorar stays the same. It's in its infinitive form, but we change this to go with ella. Yo voy, tú vas, ella va. Voy, vas, va, vamos, van are the different forms of to go. Okay? Next one, they need to take photos. So we have necesitar. When we put it in the they form, we end up with necesitan. Ellos necesitan sacar fotos. Sacar stays in the infinitive form. And then I like to go on vacation. I like, we remember, is me gusta. To go, its infinitive form is ir. It's a little weird. It's just ir. And then de vacaciones. Me gusta ir de vacaciones. Okay, let's do some practice. I like to scuba dive. Me gusta bucear, or a mí me gusta bucear. I prefer to ski. Yo prefiero esquiar. She needs to sunbathe. Ella necesita tomar el sol. We're going to go to Cuba. Nosotros, which is optional, vamos a ir a Cuba. We could also just say vamos a Cuba. We're going to Cuba. But it is perfectly fine to say vamos a ir a Cuba. We're going to go to Cuba. I would like to climb. Yo quisiera subir. Okay, the last thing you might want to do in your sentences is add a little bit of extra detail to the end. So some of the things we've learned is porque, because, para, it's like for or in order to, pero, but, y, and, en could either mean at or in or on. So like en la playa, on the beach, or en Brazil, in Brazil. Okay, and then a las or a la, we learned for at whatever time, right? A las 3 de la tarde. Okay, so let's do some practice with that. Let's see how we do. I like to visit Colorado because I like mountains. Let's see how you can do with this. Me gusta visitar Colorado porque me gustan las montañas. Muy bien. I want to go to Lake Michigan, but I can't. Yo quiero ir al lago Michigan, pero no puedo. Or you could say, pero yo no puedo. Okay, I cannot, no puedo. I would like to go to Brazil in order to, or just to, explore the jungle. Yo quisiera ir a Brasil para explorar la selva. Okay, chicos, so do we have any questions about this? What is something, let me know something that you would like to review a little more. Was this helpful? Is there anything else you want to go over? Please let me know. And then I just want to remind you that, not all of your sentences are going to be perfect. We haven't learned enough yet that sometimes you might not always be able to perfectly express what you want to say, but we just want to do our best and really be trying not to use Google Translate. Instead, I want you to just really try to think about it, and I'd much rather see you doing your best to write a sentence and making a couple mistakes versus having everything be in Google Translate and have it be perfect. So just try to focus on practicing what we've learned, and remember that it takes a long time to learn a language, so we just have to do our best from the very beginning. All right, gracias chicos, adios.